Good morning from Paulton Park, where it is VALGARD opening day. You can just see it there. You can see Raven going in the old swing. Haven't seen Drakon yet. Super excited for this brand new Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Let's see how it is. Anyway, into VALGARD we go. So it's really impressive from down here in the extended queue line. Loads of people here. There's queues for the different rides, but there's an hour and a half queue for Drakon right now, which I'm close to the back of, so hopefully it doesn't take too long. Trains are definitely going out fairly quickly. It broke. Here we go, into the queue line for Drakon. What an entrance sign. It says 95 minutes, but I don't think it's going to take that long. So they've only been queuing for about 14 minutes already into this section. That's so cool. Got a little rolling pre-show here. This is pretty nice. Quite nicely themed safety spiel here. It's a really nice station with lots of details. I love all the woodwork going on in here. It looks really cool. Hey, next up, Drakon. Alright, here we go on Drakon.
Look at that, that's cool. It's the dragon. Right, here we go. Oh, the sheep's going. Whoa. Looking right at the sun is not fun. Here we go. Whoa! Whoa! Wow, that is so smooth.
That was really fun. Pretty smooth. As I said, not too forceful. The store was awesome though, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, it looks so cool. And that going over a literal Eurofighter is so much fun. Love all the theming, looks really good. Just here next to Raven, which I might go on if it's got a shorter queue. Because yeah, I've already got the credit. But overall, brilliant addition to Paulton Park here. First thrill coaster. I think it's great. Love the way it all intertwines with the Raven here as well. It looks amazing. I think the next one's coming up as well now because the sheep is spinning. This might be the worst kept secret in the world. They're building a water coaster for next year. Can you see any of it? Oh, yeah, look at all those footers. There's the track. Oh, it's all over there. We're going to take a closer look. There is a lot of water coaster track over there. It looks awesome. This is definitely the sightline they've designed it around you with the boat at the front here. And you've got the lift hill perfectly framed there by the pathway. It looks so good. Yeah, I like all the planting, all the theming, looks great. As you know, I'm currently building a Viking land and planet coaster, so I'm taking lots of inspiration photos to help me with that. Yeah, from back here it looks amazing. And the third ride here is Wild Swing. That looks pretty cool, looks like a lot of fun. I think I'll wait for the queue to come down a bit. 35 minutes is a long time for what's essentially a kid's top spin. It looks like a lot of fun. Really want to try one of these. They're becoming very popular in Europe right now because it looks like some good airtime on there. It's a good pass. I think there's 16 seats on there. So yeah, not too bad. Just been for a lovely ride on flight with Pterosaur there, row 9. Bumped into Corvus actually, which was quite fun. I was just filming Wild Swing going around, and it turns out he was on the train. Not much what we'll do next, but I did see that Storm Chaser is walk-on, so I might go do that a few times because I really enjoy that spinning coaster. So Storm Chaser has a 0-minute queue, so then I'm going to lap it for a bit. Just had 3 back-to-back rides on the wonderful Storm Chaser. Great spinning coaster. I forgot just how intense that was. Anyway, going to get my final credit of the park now, which is Farmyard Flyer. Mirror clone of Chase's Mountain Mission, so I've technically done this exact ride before, just flipped. And this is a really nice ride entrance with the tail there, keyboard integrated and a nice 3D sign. Hopefully not too long of a wait for this one, so it's just 10 minutes. Which is better than the hour I waited for Chase's Mountain Mission. Just see Cyclonator going through there. Might hop on that later if it's got a shorter queue. Really like all the theming in the station here, although the contrast in the colour window there is quite funny. Just theming field. Well, that was surprisingly rough towards the end. Quite rattly. Yeah, just, you know, flip version of Chase's Mountain Mission. I've technically done this exact ride last week. Yeah, it's just a nice little family coaster. Really like all the theming with like the runway, the plane, all the things nice. This fence is quite low though, because really the coaster is right there. Yeah, as I said, just strangely rough towards the end, not quite sure what's causing that. Hopefully we don't get the same problem over at Chessington, because right now it's really smooth and I hope that it stays that way. Nice theming in the middle of the helix though. This or the mountain, what do you think is better? Comment in below. Time for Cyclonator. I've already ever done Maelstrom, so I think this is going to be very interesting. Looking forward to giving it a go. I know we've got a Victus, that looks insane. We'll hopefully try and get out and ride that at some point. Just been on Cyclonator. It's really fun. My first Zamperla gyro swing. Quite forceful. Just with Corbus said actually it's more forceful than a Victus, which is quite interesting. Yeah, really enjoyed that. Not quite sure what I'm going to do next, but we'll find something. This queue line is so nice for Ghostly Manor. Yeah, if you know the Vampire queue line, you know that it's got clutter quite similar to this, but it's really nice. I like all the theming here. Very spooky. Good atmospheric soundtrack as well. Yeah, there's the Manor at the back there. So that was Ghostly Manor. Certainly an interesting dark ride. There seems to be a weird disconnect between the actual kind of gun and where it was firing on the screen, so I had to kind of get used to that, so I didn't get a very good score. Anyway, on to the next ride. Really like the feeling in there. Heading now for a second ride on Drakon. Queue looks to be quite a bit shorter than this morning, probably about 40 minutes or so compared to the nearly hour and a half I waited earlier. The presentation is amazing. Just love seeing it on the skyline there, it looks so good. Now I can properly see the VALGARD sign as well, it looks amazing. About to go for a front row ride on Drakon. Really looking forward to this. Second ride of the day.
Here we go. Hello. The sheep's going to start moving. Just such a good idea. There we go. Whoa!
just had a third and probably final ride on Drakon for today. In the rain, really fun. It was an inside seat this time, which is much smoother. Yeah, it was great to be here for opening day. Got loads of rides in across the whole park, but we're not done yet. I think I'm going to go over and do Wild Swing. I really want to try that. And then if I've got time, I'll try Raven and see if there's any cool parts of that re-theme. Going on the Wild Swing next. Looking forward to this flat ride. It's been very popular recently, so excited to give this a go. So Wild Swing was surprisingly fun. Small family flat ride. I can see why they're really popular. Really enjoyed the forces on there, and yeah, just a lot of fun. It's definitely like, you know, a family top spin. And yeah, you know, perfect addition for Chessington if they ever wanted to get one. It's a really fun ride. Yeah, I just thoroughly enjoyed that. And I think I want to go on Raven, check out the re-theme. I've heard there's some pretty cool things, especially the shed through those airtime hills. So we'll go and do that next. POV coming up. The station here looks so much better with theming compared to when it was Cobra. Night and day difference. Almost time for my first ride on the re-themed Cobra, now Raven. Love all the theming in the station. It looks much better than it used to. Yeah, it's now got animatronics. Like, what a step up that is. Wow, look at the Drakon here. It looks so good. Good view from up there. Wow, look at that. Looks incredible. Anyway, here we go. That was running like crazy in the rain. Like, look, just no trims whatsoever. It's absolutely crazy. I've never had a ride like that. I mean, that's my two last time I was here, and that was just ridiculous. Like, what was that? I am just what? Wow. That was a bit crazy. So as I'm just watching Drakon currently being broken, which is, it's done quite a lot today, which is quite funny, just out here by the entrance of VALGARD. So thank you very much for watching today's video. Really enjoyed my day here, and yeah, got loads of rides. Got 3 on Drakon. Got the Whistle Storm Chaser because I was just lapping it for like 20 minutes earlier. Looks like it's back open. But yeah, it's been really fun. The land is just incredible. It's so well themed, all looks amazing. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to head around here throughout the day. Yeah, I'd love to come back at some point where there's like no queues and just lap Drakon over and over and over again, because it's a really fun coaster. Perfect for people who want to do their first ever inversion. But yeah, Wild Swing, also really enjoyed that. Some good forces, and of course Raven was running like crazy in the rain there. Want to try and get another rain ride at some point, but then you got to wish for rain. So yeah, with that said, I want to say thank you very much for watching this vlog. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more vlogs from various things around our UK theme parks. Yeah, with that said, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.